Hello students, welcome to SPHS Study Center. I would like to remember you, don't forget to subscribe, like or share the channel. Then you'll get the new uploaded videos. Okay, if you subscribe and you like the channels, then you'll get the newly uploaded videos. So don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Okay, so now I am going to start third day's class of nutrition of animals. Okay, today's class is very important. It is about the human digestive system. Okay, the human digestive system. See, our body performs the steps of nutrition inside a long tube coiled in some places called the gut or alimentary canal. Its main parts are the mouth, food pipe or esophagus. Food pipe is called esophagus also. Stomach, okay, small intestine, large intestine, ending in the rectum and anus. Okay. Our salivary glands. See, our salivary gland, liver, gallbladder, pancreas are organs that secrete digestive juices that help convert complex substances in food to simpler substances. Okay, we cannot absorb carbohydrate, fat and protein directly. Okay, all these nutrients are absorbed in simpler substance only. So all these foods are converted into simple substances by these juices or enzymes. Digestive juices are also secreted by the inner walls of the stomach and the small intestine. Okay, so let's start the digestion in the mouth. Our first digestion is started in the mouth, especially the carbohydrates. It is started from the mouth. So we take in food in our mouth, that is called ingestion. Okay, so ingestion, and we ingest the food, means we take in the food inside our mouth. From the mouth it is started by the saliva. Okay, we have a gland that is called salivary gland. From there saliva is comes out. That saliva, it started digestion of the food. Okay, this is a long chapters, long, this topic is very long, so I'll make the discussion, it will make shortcut. Okay, see, a child has only 20 teeth. Okay, 10 in each jaw. These are known as milk teeth. They fall off by the age of 10 and are replaced by larger permanent teeth, and we have 32 permanent teeth. Okay, 32 permanent teeth. So there are 4 types of teeth. You can see here incisors, canines. Okay, incisors are very sharp, they are chisel shape. Okay, and canines, these are pointed, used to piercing and tearing piece of food. Okay, after that there is some broad teeth are there, premolars and molars. Okay, so there are 4 type of teeth in our mouth. Okay, the white substance that covers our teeth is called enamel. Okay, it is the hardest substance in our body. Okay, it's the hardest substance in our body. The saliva in our mouth helps to break down starch, means like carbohydrate and all, into sugar. Okay, the saliva, it break down the starch to sugars. Okay, see, now you can see our tongue. Okay, there is many portions are there. See, bitter, sour, salty, sweet, all these things we can recognize that food is sweet, salty or sour or bitter. All these things we can understand by the tongue only. Okay, after taking the food, digestion in the stomach. Whatever we are eating, it goes into our stomach. Whatever we have taken in the food, it goes to the stomach through esophagus. Okay, that is called food pipe. Through food pipe, it goes to the stomach. So our stomach is a J-shaped bag made up of muscles. So our stomach is made up of muscles, that is shape is J shape. Okay, it can hold up to 2 liters of food. Remember it, it can hold up to 2 liters of food. Okay, see, from a few minutes to a few hours, depending on the type of food eaten, the inner tube of the stomach, inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. All these things, it helps to digest the food. Okay, now see, come to the next point, digestion in the small intestine. Main part of the digestion, it is in the small intestine. As the food leaves our stomach, little by little, it enters a long winding tube. This is small, but it is very long. Okay, coil like structure. So that food which is digested in the stomach, it enters in the small intestine. In our stomach, that food is not digested properly. Okay, so after entering in the small intestine only, it will digest properly. Means last step of digestion it will take in the small intestine. Okay, you can see the picture. See the picture properly. Our digestive system. It enters from mouth, esophagus. Okay, this is J-like structure, stomach. After that, small intestine, large intestine. Okay, rectum, anus. You can see. You have to see properly. And you should draw the picture of our digestive system. Everybody, you should draw, okay, properly the digestive system. And there is liver, gallbladder. Okay, they secrete some juices which help in digestion. Okay, see, the muscles in the small intestine mix food with more digestive juices. In the small intestine, that food is mixed up with more digestive juices. Some juices are secreted by the cell of the small intestine itself. Others come from the liver, okay, which is the largest gland in the body. So liver is the largest gland in the body, and the pancreas that is located just below the stomach. So where is the location of pancreas? Just below the stomach. This liver and pancreas is most important part for our digestion. Okay, the liver secretes bile juice which is stored in the gallbladder. Okay, bile juice is stored in the gallbladder, the bile juice comes from the liver and stored in the gallbladder, and that juice helps in digestion. What is its function? See, the bile breaks up fat into tiny droplets that can be digested and absorbed very easily. Okay, after digestion it can be absorbed easily because it makes the food into tiny droplets. Okay, the digestive juices then act on these tiny droplets to form simpler substances known as fatty acid. Means that fat converted to fatty acid and glycerol. Okay, fat converted into fatty acid and glycerol by the help of this bile juice. And another one, see, the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. Okay, the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. See, that changes starch into simple sugars. Okay, it changes the starch into simple sugars and protein into simpler compounds called amino acid. Means starch convert into sugar and protein converted into amino acid. Okay. See. Now absorption in the small intestine. So all digested food are absorbed in the small intestine with the help of villi. There is some small organs are there, that is called villi. Okay, villi. In the small intestine there is some projections known as villi. Especially they are the main part in the small intestine which absorb the food. Okay, so our food is absorbed in the small intestine. After that it comes assimilation. So what is assimilation? See, assimilation means the food absorbed into the blood. So all the foods is absorbed in the blood. In the small intestine it is absorbed by the blood. That food is absorbed by the blood. Okay, and it is transported to the different part of the body. That is called assimilation. Absorption of food and transported to the different part of the body. It is known as assimilation. Okay. So what happen after assimilation? See, egestion means whatever it is absorbed in the small intestine, some foods are there which is not digested. Okay, not all the food, but some food are not digested, not absorbed. It goes to the large intestine. Okay, whatever it is not absorbed in the small intestine, it goes to the large intestine. Okay, and from small intestine to the large intestine it moves, and from the large intestine the most that are called waste product. These waste products, see, you can see here, most of the water present in the waste is absorbed again. In the large intestine, the water which is present in the waste product, that is absorbed in the large intestine. Okay, and the waste food which is now almost solid, means the water is already absorbed in the large intestine, that solid is stored in the last part of the large intestine, that is called rectum. Okay, it is then passed out by the body through the anus. So this digestion system is complete here. Okay, through the anus, the waste that solid waste products we throw out. Okay, through anus. Okay, okay, there is small portion is there. This is human digestion system is complete. Now we see one more in animal nutrition. Some portion is there. This is called ruminants. Okay, very important, ruminants. What is ruminant? Ruminants are plant eating animals like cow, buffaloes and all. Okay, those who are eating plant. Okay, that digested their food in 2 steps. Some examples are like cow, buffalo, goat, sheep and bison. They have complicated stomach consisting of 4 chambers. Their stomach is, there is 4 chambers. Okay, food that is swallowed, it goes into the first chamber called rumen. Their first chamber is called rumen. The food enters in the rumen. Here it is partially digested. Okay, partially digested, not fully digested, just partially, and is called cut. It is called cut. This is not fully digested. It then goes to the second chamber, from where it is returned to the mouth. From the second chamber it returned to the mouth. Okay, for through chewing, they chew that one. This process is called rumination, chewing of the food. Okay, after digestion, that is called rumination. That is why these animals are called ruminants. That's why these cow, buffalo, goats, sheep and bisons, they are called ruminants, because after eating the food, again they take out that food and chew it. Okay, because they do this rumination process in their body. That's why they are called ruminants. After chewing, the food is swallowed for a second time. Again, they swallowed that food and then digested further in the remaining chambers. All these food are then it is digested in the remaining chambers, means other two chambers. Okay. It is finally sent to the small intestine where the absorption of the nutrients occur. So, in the small intestine all are absorbed, then they get energy. Whatever the nutrients, whatever they get, all these things are absorbed in the nutrients. Okay. So, this chapter is complete. Thank you everybody.